Welcome to Mrs. V's Reading Corner, where you can enjoy books for educational, fun, or even bedtime stories. Please take the time to like this video, comment below with how you enjoyed it, book suggestions, and more. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel to get all the new books that I post first. Dinosaur Farm, a vitiligo story that is not about vitiligo, by Kristen, Silva. Ethan was a kid who loved dinosaurs, but he had never seen one in real life. So you can imagine his surprise when one day he found a great, big, huge, giant dinosaur egg right in the middle of his grandpa's farm. That poor egg must be cold, he thought to himself. I better sit on it to keep it warm. So he sat and sat and sat. But sitting on an egg can be pretty boring for a kid, so he recruited some help from an expert. Now that his egg was being properly cared for, he started thinking that he had better get some food for his dinosaur. He's going to be mighty hungry when he hatches, Ethan thought. He asked his grandpa, "What do dinosaurs eat?" "Well, that depends," his grandpa said. "Do you have a meat-eating dinosaur or a plant-eating dinosaur?" Ethan didn't know, so he thought he had better get food for both. He checked on his egg. Still no baby dinosaur yet. I bet my dinosaur will want to play when he comes out, Ethan thought. So he asked his grandma, "What do dinosaurs like to do for fun?" "Well, that depends," his grandma said. "Do you have an inside dinosaur or an outside dinosaur?" Ethan wasn't sure, so he decided he had better prepare for both. The sun was starting to set, and Ethan was beginning to wonder if his dinosaur would ever hatch. Just then, he heard a little cracking sound, and out popped his baby dinosaur. It was a cute little dinosaur. As soon as Ethan saw him, he loved him very much. "I'm going to call you Harold," Ethan said. "Harold the dinosaur." Harold the dinosaur let out a happy little squawk. "Oh my," Ethan said. "It's already dark outside. We'd better get you to bed, Harold." But all of a sudden, Ethan realized that it wasn't dark outside. He was standing in the shadow of a great, big, huge, giant mama ostrich. "Harold, we need to run!" Ethan squealed. With Harold in his arms, Ethan ran. Past the inside and outside toys, he ran past the meat and the vegetable feast, and into the loft in the barn. The great, big, huge, giant Mama Ostrich stood at the bottom of the ladder and squawked. "Don't worry, Harold. We'll be safe up here," Ethan said. But the more he looked at Harold, the more Ethan began to wonder. Maybe Harold wasn't a dinosaur at all. Could it be that Harold was a baby ostrich? Ethan carefully lowered Harold down out of the loft. The mama ostrich was so happy. Harold looked happy too. Ethan was glad that he had reunited Harold with his ostrich mama, even though it meant he didn't have his own baby dinosaur. As Harold got bigger, Ethan learned that his dinosaur was a meat eater and a plant eater. And as it turned out, he was an indoor ostrich and an outdoor ostrich. And he got to visit Harold every weekend on his grandparents' farm. The end.